Hi guys, this is Mansi Singh from Readers and Creators. I couldn't post a video last Saturday because I was unwell, but I'm back on track. Okay, let's move forward. I have already done an episode on top 10 books for beginners. You should check it out. And in this video, we're going to talk about top 10 love stories from my list of read books. Humans love miracle. They want to believe in miracles. They want to see things getting possible which were impossible at the first place. And most importantly, we love happy ending, don't we? But best love stories are not only about happy endings. It's about much more. Like love, most importantly, of course, loving and being loved, caring and being cared for, forgetting, forgiving, being hurt and letting it go. It's beyond that happy ending. First in the list is I Too Had a Love Story by Ravinder Singh. This book I read in 2014 when I was 17 and still a teenager. I thought I will get over it after reaching a certain age, but guess what? I didn't. Now, the characters met through a matrimonial site, parents on your side. What bad can possibly happen, right? No. It's a heartbreaking, intensely painful book which will literally rip your heart apart with pain. But the thing about love, the moral or message about valuing people, their time and relationships while you have them, instead of regretting after losing them. So it's a good book, read it, and the English is so easy that you can read it if you are a beginner too. Next is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. People who know me know how obsessed I am with this book. But why? Because I have watched movie adaptation of this book too, which is a rare thing in my case. I don't generally watch movie adaptations, but this book is about a story of two cancer patients, this girl Hazel Grace and Augustus Waters. This is like best friends become lovers and then a tragedy happens. So it's the most eligible criteria of finest love story, I think. But I can't resist myself from sharing the favorite part from this book. That is, no, I might be spoiling it for you. No, I can't tell you. Sorry. Moving on to our next, it's The Great Gatsby by Scott Fitzgerald. This book is a different type of love story which will teach you that love is not all about giving and about being unbiased. And even if you love with your pure intentions, clear heart, it's not necessary the person you are loving will do the same. It's more of a teaching. When you are loving, it's good. You know what meaning love holds. It's very good. But loving blindly is totally wrong, and this book will teach you that. Next is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. This is a classic love story with a gothic touch in it. I was 0.111% disappointed by the silly mistakes of protagonist, but the love story is so classic and intense that you will just keep praising it even after reading it. And the lines, the quotes of this books are so great. And yeah, just read it. Next is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Now we all know Jane Austen is a masterpiece, and when it comes to love story, she just kills them all in a good way. Okay, Pride and Prejudice, Mr. Darcy, I just love him. He is really the idol of what a man should be, and we couldn't see those type of men these days. But Elizabeth, the protagonist, is filled with dignity, self-respect, and whatnot. She is admiring. She is elegant in her way, and this love story have a happy ending, and it's so adorable in its nature. Next is Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. Now, its movie adaptation is also good. I have heard that. I have not watched that. And Jojo Moyes writing are also known for love stories at certain point. And Me Before You is disheartening and painful. It will literally make you cry. The protagonist is made to do something which she can't even imagine in her dream to do at the first place, but she did it. And love asks that from you, doing the impossible. Okay, so read it. It's a really cute and painful story, and the laughing part, the loving part is so great. So read it. Next is The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. This book is a love story, of course, but this is more of a revelation against the gender discrimination by typical society. The woman is shown in bold nature, committing bold actions, and she, along with the man she involved with and their child, the story of them all. It's a great book, and the love story part is really, we can say, it's a mature type, and that decision making thing where all relationships most of the time fails, it just wins at that point. Next is The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks. Nicholas Sparks is known for writing love stories, and most of his books are made into great Hollywood movies. But The Notebook has a special place in my heart because it is like the check everything which a love story, which a great love story includes in it. It's cute, adorable, that decision making thing, separation, patch up, everything. It includes everything: pain, happiness, laughter, smile, tears, everything. It starts from a young age and ends to an old. So assume what kind of story it is. It's very great, and I love it, and I can reread it so many times. Next is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. Now this book is truly elegant in its nature. Jane Eyre, the protagonist, is so admiring. I mean, she is ideal for every woman who have read her. Jane Eyre, who became orphan at a very small age and being a governess in Edward Rochester's house. Edward Rochester, who was double her age, they both get to know each other, and Jane was just having the happiest moments of her life when a single incident took all away from her. But she chose her dignity, self-respect, and all the right things over her love for Rochester and moved in the right direction. But the novel twists in its plot and it ends up happily, just so you know. But Jane, her impact on us is truly everlasting and irrepressible. Next is The Devotion of Suspect X. I know, it's a thriller, it's a murder mystery, I know. But there's an intense love story hidden in it, in just last few pages. Now, you will read it. It's filled with murder mystery, how cops try to investigate, how the leads are defending themselves, all that. But there is a boy and a girl throughout the story, but the love is one-sided. And these last few pages, the climax of this book, will make you fall for the boy, for the way he loves, for the thing he do for love. So it makes a great love story too. It is at first number a murder mystery, at second a thriller, but at third it's a love story, and seriously an intense love story which is hidden somewhere in the story. And sit, read all of it, and I am thinking of doing top 10 books, emotional books. If you have any other idea, just drop in comments, and just be happy, keep reading. Bye bye.